They're trying to frame you for something that they did. Spiritual court is now in session. Okay. So they did something, and they're trying to incorporate you somehow in these crimes. Oh, we got a RICO charge. Uh-oh. Look. Conspiracy to commit murder charge. Oh, my goodness. They're going to confess. Your uncle's wife is involved in this. They got caught on security camera, so that's why they're going to confess, because there's evidence, there's proof. Yeah, they got them shook. They're scared. Oh, my goodness. All right, we getting straight to it today. This is going to end up on the news, on the blogs. Somebody that works for the government is involved in this. It's going to be you or one of these people. They was targeting you for speaking the truth. And they did some research, all right? So they did some research. We're going to clarify what they found out with that research. But definitely there is a RICO charge. And they're facing up to 20 years in prison. All right, Spirit, talk to me about this research. Move that right there. What did they find out with this research? What's this research about? Okay, we got water shortage. A global crisis, water crisis, looms as resources are depleted or manipulated for control. You are being called to protect and honor water on a personal and collective level. So, I'm not getting anything about water. Like, these cards are, we're just going to apply it to see how it resonates with the message. So, there's something maybe about a crisis. All right, they are going through a crisis because we see right now that they got caught on camera and they're going to end up confessing and they got them shook. So that's what I'm getting. Like, there's some type of crisis here, and resources could be depleted. All right. Yeah, look, I'm telling you, there's a crisis. Somebody want to run. They cannot run. They don't have no money. Something about resources being depleted. Protect and honor. So they could be trying to protect what they have. Okay, and bottom of the deck is the underlying energy. So definitely somebody wants to like run. Okay, they are going through a crisis. All right, that's what I'm getting with this. All right, tell me something about trying to frame the collective. Let me see what we could get from here. Okay, Holy Spirit. Clarify trying to frame you for something they did. Okay, so somebody who is a different race than you is involved in trying to frame you. They took what was left for you. So somebody passed away. They left you something on the will, an inheritance. They did something where they left you something and these people took it. And an undercover cop is involved in this. All right, they was trying to frame you for something that they did regarding whatever was left to you. All right, so they could have been trying to say that you was involved, that you approved, a power of attorney or whatever, scheme and shit that they did to be able to get away with this. All right, we got the rich girl. So there's a woman here, some type of woman that could be financially stable. The number 12 is significant. December, Capricorn, or Sagittarius. All right, these people were involved in cloning your phone. We have here construction worker is involved, and we got the Four of Swords in the reverse. So these people are stressed out right now. They are heavily contemplating, like, what they're gonna do. They're scared. They don't know, they don't know what to expect. Okay, with them trying to frame you and trying to get you caught up in this and then stealing. So they're scared now. Okay, what can we get with and again, right here, this info got them shook. All right, they found out basically that, you're going to testify or something. All right, this info that they cannot move forward. They cannot stop you. They cannot run from this. All right, tell me more. What is targeting you for speaking the truth? Let's see, what's that? They're being watched by the police. They're under surveillance. So more confirmation right here. They got caught on security camera. So you are speaking the truth. It says they're going to try to convince you to not press charges. All right, to drop it. Look at that. So you're speaking the truth about this. You could be speaking the truth online. You could be making content or reposting this content or any content that has to do with this, and they are aware. They are aware that you are aware. Okay, they're seeing it. They don't like it. If you're telling other people, if you're verbally talking about this to people around you, people that y'all know, they don't like that you're doing that. They're trying to target you. All right. They do not want you to press charges. They want you to drop it. Tell me more, Holy Spirit, about this energy. Someone who invested into crypto is involved. We have here, they wanted to have you committed into the psych ward to have full control and take everything that you own. So look at that. That's what I was saying. Like, there was something about a power of attorney, a POA. They could have said that you was unstable. You couldn't handle this money, that they needed to handle it for you. They could have been trying to get you into the psych ward, like we see here, 5150 you. Okay. And also conservatorship. Okay, that they could have been trying to do that to be able to take everything that was left to you, everything that you own. Okay, it's not happening, but they tried it though. Okay, tell me more, Holy Spirit. What else? An older male is involved. A corrupt law official is involved. You're worth more dead than alive. So they could have been trying to get, again, we have here a conspiracy to commit murder. So they try to get a life insurance policy out on you. People are crazy, bro. All right, they're trying to cash out on your death. No contact. So you don't talk to these people. You're in no contact with these people. The Karmics are all turning on each other because they try to cover this shit up, and there's no covering up. The shit is already out. There's proof. There's evidence. They were caught on camera. Okay, so now they're going to start turning on each other. They're going to start talking and snitching. Okay, let's see what we could get from here. Talk to me about the Karmics are all turning on each other, Holy Spirit. One of these people is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So they was balancing out, you know, like, should I or should I not? Okay, like, should I do this? Should I not do this? It's looking like they're going to have no other choice but to do it. Was at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so they're doing this because they don't want no conflict with the feds. Okay, like, they cannot fight this. Okay, they cannot fight this. And look, we have group conflict. All right, bickering, opposition, competition for resources, annoyed, petty conflict. So they're fighting with each other. They're turning on each other. And I'm also getting with conflict avoidance. Like, they don't want no problems with the feds. We saw yesterday that somebody's going to end up working with the feds. And this is what it is here. Somebody's going to end up snitching. All right. After they was like, should I or should I not? They're going to do that. All right. Because, yeah, they're not feeling hopeful. They don't feel like they're going to be able to get away with this. So they're just at the point like, okay, whatever. Like, I'll just work with y'all and y'all give me a little bit of time, you know, and that's it. Like, that's what they're trying to do here. Okay. What else can we get? With this, will end up on the news or blogs. What can we get with that? An Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is involved in this. This could be you or them. And we have more confirmation of an Aries. This is a father figure with this Emperor energy. Okay, talk to me about this person here. So they're going to end up on the news. I say on the blogs because, you know, some people, maybe they don't watch TV. So you're going to see it online. You're going to see it on a blog, on a social media account where they're posting this news. Okay, so we have here, they're losing sleep, they're worried, they're stressed out because they know they're not going to be able to run. This is the Six of Swords is getting away from a situation. See that? Look, travel, transition, you see, moving. They cannot move on from this. They're stuck. There's no running. This could be this person right here with the passport. All right, we have a with the Queen of Swords reverse, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Karmic female, all right, a female who's a liar, very manipulative, cruel, cold-hearted. So she's involved in this. She's not going to be able to run. This shit is going to end up on the news. All right, we have here the Hermit in the reverse. Whatever they was trying to hide, like, you know, if they was trying to hide as well, they're not going to be able to hide. They're not going to be able to run. Everything's going to be coming to light. Look again, confirmation, lack of progress, lack of planning. All right, wasting their time. They did not see this coming. They never planned for this. Somebody's going to try to be impulsive and try to run, and it's not going to happen. King of Swords. Yeah, look how it says here, quick action. Confirmation. They're going to be impulsive. They're going to try to run, and it's not going to happen. And look, we have here, listen, this airplane, like somebody could be trying to ride a plane somewhere, go somewhere. It's just more confirmation that they're not going anywhere, okay? It's going to be a disaster. If they try to run, if they try to do anything, get in a car, get in a plane, whatever, it's not going to work. And this is them right here losing sleep about this. They know that the truth is going to be revealed. They know that they are going to get exposed, and everybody's going to hear about this. This shit is going to be on the news. All right, that's for somebody. Okay, so we have here fall from grace. So in the upright, you see how it says here public recognition. They don't want this to be public recognition. They do not want, people to see this. They do not want this to come to light and be, public. Oh, well, too bad. Should have never done this then, buddy. Okay, so let me pull from another pile of cards and see what we get. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. What does the collective need to know? That's too many. We should keep doing that. Ambulance, truck, car, motorcycle, okay? Some type of vehicle. Something about a vehicle is significant. They could have gotten a vehicle with your name, or a vehicle was left to you. This is like one of the things that was left to you. Court is not going to rule in their favor. Yeah, it's not. It's very clear here. These people are guilty. Somebody that is from 50 to 60 years old is significant. This could be you or somebody involved. March is significant. So somebody is a Pisces or an Aries. More confirmation that with the Aries energy, the Emperor. And then we got Aries again here. So definitely a lot of Aries confirmation for somebody. All right. So when I wrote from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., that's letting me know that they're doing spell work. Somebody's doing spell work from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. They're doing different type of, look, confirmation. You cannot make this up. All right. Different kind of spell work to hold you back. Okay. Trying to cause delays. Trying to, delay this court situation from happening. Trying to delay their karma. All right. We have here a Toyota Camry vehicle is significant for somebody. Let's see from here. What does the collective need to know from here, Holy Spirit? Advice from a friend. So they could be seeking advice. Tell me more. Pay attention to your health. This friend could be someone with a cane. Somebody could have a cane. A man with a cane. So they're telling them to pay attention to their health. They could be asking them advice regarding, like maybe they're stressed out right now. They should be, again, they got them shook. They're scared. Okay. So that's how bad that they are feeling, that they are asking someone for advice, and they're telling them, listen, pay attention to your health. You need to chill out. You stressing too much, like it is what it is. All right. Look, you're stressing too much. You have muddled, unclear thinking. All right. You're so paranoid. You're so scared that your thoughts are unclear. Somebody's giving somebody advice, telling them to relax. That's how scared they are. Give me something on this info. Got them shook. The group is crumbling. They're snitching on each other. So somebody's definitely having a breakdown here. All right. So this info got them shook. Happiness and well-being. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So this information that basically this is you. You're happy, well-being, your health is good. Their health is out of control. And they're seeing that this journey just left you more wiser at the end. All right. Elephants could be significant for somebody, but that's what they're seeing here, that they couldn't unalive you with this plot. All right. This conspiracy to commit murder. They couldn't get you out of the way because they don't want you to press charges. They couldn't do anything. That's what it got them shook, that you are protected, that you are untouchable. All right. That you are still going to move forward no matter what. So that's why they're in this energy, and someone's telling them yo, you got to chill. You got to chill. You got to go take a chill pill, go outside, go take a walk. Your thinking is unclear right now. You're not thinking clearly. You're being irrational. So somebody's crumbling behind the scenes right now is what I'm getting with that. Okay, so let me pull some locations. All right, Holy Spirit, what locations are significant in this reading? West Virginia. Oh, and Virginia. Okay, double confirmation with Virginia. Kentucky. New York, Oklahoma. Kansas. Florida, Delaware, Connecticut, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, and Iowa. And then we got here Mississippi. All right, so those locations are significant. Let me see now what names are significant. Holy Spirit. If you see your name here, this is giving you confirmation that there's a message here for you. If you see, let me put this back because I didn't really get to them. If you see the Karmic's name, this is your confirmation they're involved, okay? If you don't see any name, that's okay. This is just another layer of confirmation for somebody. That's too many. Let's do this one more time. What's going on? Okay. All right, there we go. All right, Esau, Aisha, Carolyn, Gloria, Frank, Tracy, Hendrik, and Patty. Give me one more. Got two. Rayvon, Tyshawn, Michelle, Elijah, Emily, Jeffrey, and Ryan. Jonathan, Betty, Georgia, Dee, Gina, Parks, Carol, Kim, Brandy, and Suzanne. Let me pull now from the other one. Okay. Jackie, Butter, Juliet, Julie, Jackson, Alfredo, Rachel, Joseph, Faith, Patty, Torres, Baez, and McFarlane. One more. Marcus, Oscar, Cynthia, Natalie, Alfonso, Doug, Tay, Santiago, Mike, Rudy, Andrea, Collins, Ali, Desiree, and Barnes. Simpson, Nevaeh, Sherry, De Leon, Howell, Myers, Hoffman, L, Cooper, Becker, Miller, Tony, Jerica, and Angela. India, Ruby, Frank, London, Fern, Donald, Joshua, Miles, Dusty, Lively, Kurt, Ellie, Walter, Foster, Lamar, Dolores, Janine, McNally, Grant, Peterson. Okay, Patterson could be significant. Rivera and Jaques is significant. All right, y'all. So that's what I got here. I hope I was able to bring some type of clarity and confirmation today. Spiritual Court is now adjourned. Peace.